So for this one we have Michelle and Bonnie and men on the bottom part, and the rest of the altos and sopranos on the top line. How comfortable is this? Should we warm up with each part by itself first? No, we're going to dive right in. All right, we're going to dive right in, and then we'll do cleanup later. So top part's going to start. When I first started that, I was conducting us in 2 that wasn't working for us, so I will most definitely conduct this in 4, which will make it, I wanted to give you a longer breath. That was why I was conducting it slower, but it's not giving you the pulse. So I want you to start breathing in through your nose as you see the piece being prepared. That way you'll just start kind of filling your lungs, and then you'll have this 1, 2, 3, 4. And you'll see that pulse. That breath will be just that core note pulse. And you'll have 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So each one of you starts with 4 pulses on your first note. Regardless of where it is in the measure. Each one of you has that O for 4 beats. Let's try it again. That ending was really, out of all of that Renaissance stuff, really two main comments. One is, who begins the first half? The top line, right? Who begins the second half when we do the Alleluias? Right. Yeah.
And I missed that.
So it just reverses.
Oh, I see.
And the first line,
the last note.
Twice.
Yeah. So the first 2 lines repeat exactly for the last. For the
But
second
twice,
two
and
lines.
I had turned the page thinking.
Oh, thinking you were
Yeah,
the end.
yeah,
Yeah. So when you finish the second time through of the that part,
Yeah.
that is your last note that you sing. You can turn the page knowing that you have that same pitch. Or, better yet, put holes. The reason why I didn't do this one double-sided.
And I have mine, yeah.
I really that way.
Yeah, that was what I intended, was just so you didn't have to do any page turns at all.
Yeah. Okay, and
You know, so you
I'll
have
put
one on
holes
the left,
that
one on
side.
the right.
Right.
And
I'll do
then,
that.
yeah, nothing, no need to,
Brilliant.
you know, yeah, it'll be right there. Your eyes, our eyes, just as readers, we naturally go forward. All right, so that was the one thing, and then the other thing, of course, is the ending.
Yeah.
It's like,
So-
wait a minute, boy.
There, you'll
We just
see,
quit before the ending?
right, something else. I actually rewrote this ending probably 5 or 6 times. This has that last revision, right? Yeah, that was even a new ending. So
The last hallelujah.
well, so I took the very beginning of it. This is like a 7-minute piece, 6 minutes. It's a long piece. The way Thomas wrote this, but I took the beginning of it and then I took the very end of it and took 4 parts and put them into 2. And I think it honors the way it sounded. If you listen to this on YouTube, you could sing right along. You could find some part that they're singing, and your voice would match exactly. So the ending, sopranos. Let me just start with you because you hold this last note for a long time. So when you're doing I would take a breath right before your, what is that, 22, 3, 4, measure 24.
Yeah.
I would actually take a breath when they take a breath. And then just come in with, or Luya, whatever the, and then, yeah, so the two points with that ending. One is, and I want to make sure I'm putting today's date with what we're talking about.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
And we'll sing it, and you'll feel it. So top line, and this goes for sopranos and altos. Measure 24, you'll have that. And that way you'll come in with control. Because if you try to breathe, right before your last syllable, it'll be awkward. It'll be like an accent. So if you take that longer note, it'll sound like it was written that way because the bottom part also has a rest on that same beat.
Oh, I see.
And so you'll come right on that third beat, just breathe on beat 3.
You want it after the half.
Yeah,
You just
after
do
the half note.
You just do the A to the E, and that's where we go down. Is that just the alto?
Yes. So you have. So again, take a breath, take a full breath, and you don't need to feel like, oh, I'm going to kind of jump into that. You just have your right. So we'll work on both of those things. And sopranos, because the bottom part and the alto part is going to come in with ya, I would actually like you to reiterate that last syllable also. That's why the ya, you can restate ya, without, you can even breathe there if you want to, but without just feeling like you have to hold it forever.
Yeah, because I lose my breath about
between those last two notes.
Yeah, and I think it'd be perfect to take a breath in there.
Okay.
So let's try all those things. Let's start with the ending. We're going to start measure 22, starting with the pickup to measure 2. So this is the second time we sing
Can I hear
it.
our last line?
Yes. So bottom line, if we have Alleluia, Alleluia. And breathe, I'm sorry I didn't say it before, breathe at the beginning of measure 27 so that you'll have, and I'll do it again. So you have
Just the last hallelujahs would be
Let's just do that a few times. So each one of those long notes, the first one, 1, 2, step, 1, 2, 3, and I think that rhythm is why it's the most confusing part of it. It's just how long do you hold each one? It's not the same each time. So we have 1, 2, step, 1, 2, 3, breathe. That'll be the end. So try it with me.
So this is the you who yell right here too?
This is the very last, those last 3 notes.
This is a high note.
Ah, got
Let's try it. So we're starting on the last note of 24.
it. Yeah, it goes down here.
Keeps the
That
note.
was one.
It's the last word. Alleluia. Let's try. Much better. Yeah, do that again. And again, I'm having you breathe before ya, those 2 notes before ya, because they're too quick. They're too quickly going into the last note to have a smooth breath that's not going to sound like you're accenting or feeling rushed or anything. So you have this long note. It's always the best place to breathe. It's when you have a
It's
long
really
note.
funny that they made it so wide. They're short notes, right?
Yes, that's the program.
Oh,
So I wrote this
They
out.
was, if there was Karen.
No, so what the program does is if it has only one measure and every other measure. So I actually had them. I actually set how many measures were on every line so that it would look proportionate until the end.
I would have phrased it differently.
No, it's okay. What I should have done was I don't know, had 3 empty measures or something, and then just.
Yeah, but they're short
Can't do
notes. That's, I guess
They're
that's
really
the
quick
bottom
notes, and and it's not that line. It's like when
Okay.
you have a word processor. I don't know. if they do
It's
this
true,
anymore.
yeah.
Yeah.
But they
It
used to have
stretches
them
it.
Yeah.
stretch so that
Yeah.
you evenly,
Yeah.
space at the end.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. And that top part, let's figure out how you're starting out as one section and you're ending up as 2. So we're going to just do same place that they were working the last note. We're going to go. Breathe together and here they come. So I just want to hear that togetherness.
You want 2 yards?
Yes, I do. So it's going to be that way. So we tried it before. We tried it before where sopranos were just holding,
Okay.
and I saw like bluer and redder and different colored faces going, just for clarity. Can we start? Actually, for us, I know we don't physically have to breathe because we're only starting at the beginning of 24, but can you do? Just to get used to that. Let's start at the beginning of 24. Yeah. So we're going to start where the top part is going to sing, and then you're going to come in with your, I'm not hearing it, sorry. So they're going to come in with, that way you'll hear your little intro before they come in. I didn't give a breath because you didn't do a second yeah because I didn't give you a breath.
Okay.
So it's all on me. We'll do that again. I'll get it right.
We do follow you.
You do. You did it beautifully. You did nothing.
You don't want us to take a breath. We'll take a breath.
So when they have, when they're singing their quick note, yeah, that's going to be your breath. You're going to have a full breath for those two quick notes. Let's take it again. It's a 3-beat note, not a 1-beat note, or a 2-beat note. So I heard a few different variations in there. So, and the other one is we'll have all the syllables. We don't wear the syllables.
Do we have 2 beats on the first AL? I don't think so. We
No.
just have 1.
Just
Right.
one. And what's going to happen is you're going to hear. That's going to be your rhythm. What you hear from that, and that's one of the reasons we're doing this. You're going to have. And instead of doing which is what we did this last time, they sing one syllable, and you sing ale. You go to lay. Okay, so let's try the same thing. 24. That's better. All right. I'm going to do this like 4 or 5 more times.
Sing the last 4 lines. The last 4 notes.
So the first time I gave you a cue, over their last quick note. So they were doing.
No, hit this note. You have to hit that note.
But then that seemed to be confusing for you. So this last time, I tried to go.
Oh.
Can't sing and breathe. I tried to go. Ooh, yeah. But yeah, I don't think that worked either.
It sings.
It works for us.
Yeah, somehow I wasn't feeling.
So I'm going to give you a pulse for each of those quick notes.
Yeah.
All right, and then
That would
instead
help.
of going, ooh, yeah, we'll have, ooh, yeah, and then I only need to give you the last
That would
8
help.
note, the
That's
last
perfect.
note, because it'll be a slowing down. All right, let's try it. Better? Sounded like we were all there at the exact same time. Still need to get
Yeah.
solid with
It
it.
doesn't
So,
feel like, yeah, we're hitting that note really together.
so you're there. Well, it's only the three of you though.
Well, I think Michelle was sitting there last note instead of our last note.
We just don't come in strong, that's what I mean.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
I think you guys were.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
I don't mean to say altos and exclude you.
Okay.
You're part two. You're the lower line.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the top line altos.
Yeah.
You got it. All right. Thank you. Yeah. So, yeah, 4 or 5 more times. We're just going to sing. Confident about it, but you've got
You
it.
were going higher,
Yeah,
no
let's do it.
higher than me, that's why I was, I thought you were hitting them. because you were
We're
going
breathing over
higher
the last
than us.
one note before. You do not have to, that's a long way to have to hold. Yeah, so you've got,
Oh, me too.
Even with the breath, I'm struggling.
The three counts.
We'll go in backwards.
everyone's breathing. You and
Yeah.
the 3 altos on your line are all breathing there and coming in.
One,
But they're not breathing. We will, we're gonna practice that more.
Yeah, these are pretty easy for me. It's holding it.
Same thing again. Again. That was it.
Let's take a breath break, which you
I know, I'm kind of just hanging out doing
It's
it.
not, it's just not as long, but the separation is there, it's
Should we
coming
all
in.
do it together?
It's all right.
It doesn't matter, because I can hold it too.
No, I'd like a separation, even if you don't need a full breath. Got it. Like 9 or 10 more.
Halfway.
Right, don't I do more every time? No, just a few more. That was the most certain alto note that I have heard so far. Beautiful.
That's good.
Yeah, a few more. Getting better every time. Good. And I'm slowing you down on that one, so ooh, and listen to their breath. Yeah, will come in all together, all 3 parts. All right, last time. Yeah, much better. All right, so now the trick is going to be, can we start the, just that last part. So let's take the last page with the one note pickup on the bottom of the first page. And bottom line, you start us off. I love
Yeah,
So it comes very quickly, one right after the other. So as you're finishing, you're
Yeah, we
Ale.
love
And I would actually say that Ale, those two notes are a bridge for what you're going to be singing and continuing later. But it's just a preview, it's a little teaser.
right away.
But then a little louder, Ale, on the second time. We can all do it. A little louder, a little more.
And that's
like,
line.
yes, we really meant that, what we sang the first time.
That's like 19, 20, 21. It's the one you're talking about, right?
No, is the measure 20, 21. Yes,
Yep.
21.
Yeah, okay, got
Yeah.
it. I know what you mean.
Yeah. So the same thing, start with the first one. The first
We're
one's
just
nice
not
and
picking
light.
up fast enough is what's going on.
It's okay, and that's what rehearsals are for. So, pick fast enough for the change, yes.
Yeah,
I get what
yeah.
you're saying. So that's the repetitions. Same thing, pick up to the last page, pick up to 19.
With the
Do
note
that,
proceeding.
nice and light.
Yeah.
And then when we reiterate, ale, like mezzo piano to mezzo forte. Both parts. Oh, I only lost you on that last note. Yeah, you.
And my third last note, you lost me, but other than that.
So the third to last note is your last note. So if you
Okay.
don't get that one, then it's
That's
almost
the one.
impossible to get the last one as well. But you, no,
You guys did
I lost
that. It
the
was
women
the two,
Yeah.
me,
on
me
the
and Joan.
on the last
Yeah.
line. But that was
Otherwise it was
together. That was really beautiful, and the lightness of the first time through,
Mhm.
and then with more conviction on the last time through.
10 times more will do.
I know, right? It's always fun.
Twice.
And then the calming down as we come to the ending. It's beautiful. Same thing.
Where from where?
Both parts.
At the bottom of the
Last
first
note
page.
of page one. That was excellent. I was going to say, we have to do it one more time. You know, sometimes we just happen to run upon the right notes. Oh, that was it. I got it. There's no more. So there's an expression, don't practice it until you get it right. Practice it until you can't get it wrong.
Ah.
So for us, let's do one more.
Okay. All right.
I will do 50 more times, which is what I would do if I was
What frog am I
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell the frog go away.
right, we will put that aside. You got it.